Perfect. So just a scale of 1 to 10, give me an idea of where you are. So what's your mood like tonight? You're a 10 being like absolutely on top of the world, and a 1 being you need a bit of help. Where are we at? Ronnie's an 8. After all those stairs yesterday at the tower. That's decent. Good stuff. Okay, so we're all sort of in the middle. Yes, you know, we've got our last night of freedom, haven't we? We've got lockdown kicking in tomorrow. So, do you know what? I think all of this has come together at a perfect time for us, because what better thing to do in lockdown when we've got time to try and learn something new? I think it's perfect timing, and you know, something very, very positive that you can get out of this situation. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So again, just let me know. Can you all see? Just drop in the chat box. Drop a 4 in the chat box if you can see the big blue screen. You all see that? Decent. Perfect. So first of all, I honestly want to congratulate all of you, because you've made the biggest decision so far to get involved in learning something new. So many people spend their life in their comfort zone, and you know they mull along. You know, they might learn here and there, but you're learning something completely brand new. So you've taken a leap out of this zone, and you've jumped right into where the magic happens. And I assure you, what you can see um, from my presentation, I hope you all agree that we've got some things to come. So today I'm going to talk to you about the Fast Track to Freedom group, what it's all about, what the aims are. We're also going to do a bit of training today, and then at the end you're going to have a few of your first tasks to get on with, so you can start the journey tonight, which is great. So let's get on with what's the purpose, what's the point of this group? You know, when you join and you learn Forex, there's loads of groups. So why this one? What's different? So the whole point of this group is to get all of you into a funded account within 6 months. So we're a fast track to freedom group. So the best way to do that is to be trading big numbers in an account, give you a lifestyle that means you don't need to work. You know, you can use that money to invest in other things. That's the whole point of this group. 6 months time, I want all of us in this, that's on this call, including you, Bryony, to be in a funded account. So what I've done is I've designed 3 stages. So phase 1 is to educate. So we'll provide you with a trading plan, which we're going to send after this call, and that's for you to follow, and that's your education, and that will explain everything you need to know about the markets, give you some background and history, but also give you the strategy to make sure that you can win consistently going forward. Phase 2 is where you become empowered. Really, really important, this bit. So you're going to learn the skill, and phase 2, you're going to be in a position where you can start practicing the strategy. You know, I can support you with charts. You know, you can send in, you know, how you've marked up a chart and call a trade, and we can all discuss it together as a team. The whole purpose of this section is to get you ready for your test, your live account. So once you've then passed your test, phase 3 is enrich. So you'll be enriched. You're now a full-time trader with a funded account, and I'll tell you a bit about what you can expect to make. And that way, you know, that's where the freedom part really kicks in. You can decide, you know, do you want to stay in your 9 to 5? Do you want to just do trading? Do you want to then invest your time in other areas? And that's where the magic happens. Comfort zone, the magic happening, all comes from phase 3. So I've set up 3 groups. So group 1 is where we're all in currently. That's the fast track to freedom. So that's when you're new, that's when you're going through the trading plan. This is where you'll spend a lot of your time learning the skill, sharing best practice, talking about what you've learned in the week and anything you're struggling with or you've had some great success with. You know, we'll just talk about it regularly so that we can support each other going forward. Now, I just want to let you know that the learning curve is pretty steep, but you're all smart, you're all intelligent. I can give you my experience. I was going through a few of the videos, and honestly, Bryony will back me up here because she is my mentor. I just had my fingers crossed, hoping that I would be able to do it. And I just stuck with it and just followed the plan. And you know, it's not, if it was easy, everyone would be doing it. We've simplified it as much as we can to make you have the best chance of success. So stick with the plan. This is where Fast Track to Freedom, the group we're in now, will get you up to a position where you know how to trade. Once you've finished your trading plan and you're ready to start practicing, that's where you'll then come out of this group. You'll graduate, if you were, into the second group where it's all about practicing for your demo test. All right, the main focus of this group is going to be about account growth, about risk management, about risk to reward ratios, about spot and exits in the market. You know, we're going to be starting to get very, very practical. And again, a new level of support where we can, you know, if I'm on the charts or one of you is on the charts and you see a trade, you can say, look, guys, I'm looking at CAD JPY. What do you think? And, you know, hopefully someone will be on the charts at the same time and you can start, you know, helping each other develop, which is the aim of that. When you then get to a position where you think, actually, I've now learned that I can make money, I know how to risk manage, and I'm really getting more confident, and you then step into another area outside of your comfort zone where you think, right, I'm now going to apply for my funded account. So the first step of that is the demo test. So once you've passed your demo test, again, I can imagine the first 6 weeks being in the first group, and then the rest of the time until you're a funded trader, you're going to be in this second group practicing. And then the final group, you'll come out and you'll be in the elite trader center. So that's where we are funded traders. We're all together, and you know, we can again still support each other with trading, but you know, we're all in the same boat, at the same level. It's more about, you know, creating that sort of community feel for me. So I hope that's really clear. So 3 groups, sort of beginner, intermediate, professional. I hope that sort of makes sense. Just drop, I don't know, 1 in the chat box if everyone's following. Does that all make sense to everyone? We all good with that? Excellent. Alan, is that you? Are you Allsy? I think that's Alan. Yeah. Okay, great. So that's sort of the structure to help us progress through the course. And I want to talk to you about, well, why is a funded account important? Why can that fast track you to freedom? Well, what are your other options? So you can stick your money in the bank, all right? So you'll be lucky if you get 1% return on your savings. If you've got any type of bank product, the returns are low. And guess what? They trade your savings, so they're making money on your money. You're not. Arthur, you might know about this more than me, but I've just put a sort of medium risk investment. You know, may return 5 to 10% a year. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I do.
About that? Okay, cool. Or you could put your money into the biggest financial market in the world, which is Forex, $6.6 trillion a day industry. And that instead of making a yearly return, you've got the opportunity to make some extremely good daily growth. But let me tell you this, what I've experienced being in the academy is trading on a budget is hard. You know, if you've got a growth target of 10% a month, which is what the funded account growth target is, if you've got £1,000, you know, £100 a month, you know, it's going to take you a long time to be able to get into a position where you can afford to do this full time. So what happens then? I'll tell you what, people overtrade. They try and make more money than, you know, is particularly sort of risk manage, so they try and sort of fast track themselves and they put their account at risk. And all of those things will just stop you actually getting to freedom and just spend more time learning. So some of those things need to happen to get you from A to B, but trading on a budget is hard. £1,000 that I put in my account, some people start off with 200. Alan's put so true. So we've talked many times about how often we trade, and there's so many trading opportunities out there. You can overtrade, and then you knock out all your profits because you've had one loss or whatever. So when you're on a tight budget, it's really hard. Like, it's really, really difficult to make it worthwhile. So if you're trading a funded account and you've got $100,000 instead of £1,000, then the 10% growth, all of a sudden you've got a few more noughts and the return, and all of a sudden it makes a huge difference. So unless you've got a lot of money to put in the an account yourself, the whole point of this group is to get you trading someone else's money so that you can make a good return and everyone's happy. But again, I hope that sort of explained why a funded account is the product to get you to freedom, because trading on a budget. So look, to get you from, so I understand as well that the people in this group, some are brand new, some are have completed their education, some are halfway through their education. So for those of you that are, you know, in the sort of novice stages, you're going to need a mentor. Now, this is something we've talked about openly. I'm just going to explain what a mentor is. So a mentor is someone that's got what you want, whether that's a lifestyle, whether that's a knowledge, whether that's product, access to products that you haven't got, but they've basically got what you want. It's someone that can help to motivate and inspire you, but also to coach you as well. So to help you fast track your way through your education. Just one second. Someone's just come in. I'm just. Okay. All right, we've got the room is full. Excellent. I'm just going to lock the room now. Okay, so just to recap, a mentor, someone's got what you want, and they're there to motivate, inspire, and coach you. Also, it's a person that's willing, or a group that's willing to commit their time to you. You know, that's one of the big things, is someone's setting time aside to help you. They've also got the experience to help you avoid common mistakes. A lot of people make mistakes trading, so anything to help you on that side of things is always a benefit. They can help you build trust. They can take you through, you know, their trades maybe, or your ideas, and help you win. And I think this is massively important. So a mentor is not a friend. And, you know, Bryony is testament to this. You know, there's times where I've had ideas, and Bryony's just said to me, it's not the right thing to do. Or, you know, I started veering off my trading plan, and she put me right back on it. My job as a mentor is to keep you on track. So what have I got that I can offer you? Well, I've been on the exact course you're about to go on, or that you've already started, some of you. So I've been there, I've done it. I've watched all the videos multiple times, a lot of them. So I'm right with you. I know exactly what you're about to go through. I can trade profitably, which is exactly what we want to get you up to, a point where you can trade profitably and get into a funded account. Now, I'm not perfect. I've made quite a few mistakes, to be honest. But it just means that I've learned the hard way, and I can help you avoid those same mistakes. I've applied for my funded account, so I'm already on my way to being a funded trader. So I'm going to be the first funded trader out of all of us. So again, when it comes to you getting to that point, I've been there. I can hopefully explain the process in full. We'll do this over the course of the next few weeks. Exactly what the funded account is all about. But I'm right there with you again. Obviously, I'll facilitate and support your learning. So look, we're going to do this Zoom every single Wednesday at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to set you tasks tonight, and we're going to recap those by next Wednesday. We're going to keep doing that every week. We'll do that in every group. So we'll have, weekly meetings most, where we can help support each other and, like I say, share best. I'll keep you accountable. So, I'm not going to do it for you. It's got to come from you, but I'll help you stay on track. And the best thing for me, what I get out of it the most, is I can enable you to achieve your goals. That is it for me. Like, if you guys are happy and you're, in a position where you're hitting your targets, hitting your goals, that's so rewarding for me. Bryony has also, I know she's felt the same when I've said to her, look, I've done this week and it's been amazing. It's the same thing. That's what we get out of it. Mental. I've already covered that. So we'll host weekly Zoom calls for all groups. Now, importantly, what is your commitment? Now, again, importantly, not to me, but to you. So what are you committing for you to get from where you are now to a funded trader? Well, obviously, you're going to have to listen. So this is a new skill for a lot of you. So there's times where you're going to have to be told what you need to do. And obviously, you're going to have to listen to obviously, you're going to have to learn. Now, a lot of you have already made a start. Those of you that haven't, I know that you're going to be absolutely fine. So the education, the way it's panned out is so good. Like, it starts off very basic and steadily gets more advanced. So by the time you're 4 or 5 weeks into the program, you've been sort of gently eased in, and we're here as a team to support you through that process when it starts getting a bit more advanced. The most important thing, though, is applying your learning. So again, the idea of this group is there's going to be a time where you start learning about Fibonacci. All right, some of you have no idea what I'm talking about, but you will do one day. And we'll start using Fibonacci on a chart. We'll just have a practical hour of support, resistance, fibs. We'll look at divergence. There's all these things that we'll start helping you apply actively on your charts. So I don't want you to be in a position where you've been in the group, you've been in the academy for 4 months, and you haven't drawn up a chart. We've got to be friendly with the charts. We've got to be active on them so that we can learn. Massively as well, you need to be coachable. So asking for help, listening to help, all of the above. When anyone gives you instructions, it could be from one of you in the group, it could be from me. Bryony could dip in. You have to be coachable and remain coachable all the time. You have to be consistent. So the one thing I asked a lot of you before you joined was how long a day do you reckon you can commit to your learning? Some said half an hour, some say an hour, 45 minutes. But you need to do that every day. So you need to be consistent with yourself and, plan it in like you would do anything else. Like, it has to be done. Obviously, some things come up and they change, so you could double up the next day, but we need to be learning at a steady pace. Now, your commitment, hopefully this goes without saying, because you've already taken that leap out of your comfort zone. So I can tell you're already committed to your futures. You need to keep that. That commitment needs to be there throughout and after you've learned everything you need to learn about trading. And then lastly, to stay within the academy, to stay within the groups, obviously you have to maintain your subscription. So the last thing I want to do is get halfway through and start and to remove people from groups. So that just goes without saying. It's across the board of all of our groups. You have to remain a subscriber. Cool. So let's just do a quick check. Has anyone got any questions at this point? Is everyone happy with what we've gone through so far? It's pretty straightforward, I hope. But we've got the aims of the group. We've got the commitments from myself and yourself going forward. Is everyone A-okay? Let me know if you're not. We've got thumbs up from Luke. Okay, great.
I'm okay.
Good stuff, Martha. Excellent. All right, so any questions, guys, along the way, just chuck them in the chat and I'll be able to. Excellent, Naylor. Brilliant. So yeah, just let me know any questions you got along the way. So what do I see as your targets in 2021? So we're coming to the end of 2020. What are the targets? Well, importantly, I want all of you to become a competent, profitable trader. Standard. That's why we're here. Would love it if all of you, by this time next year, are all trading a funded account and making decent returns and helping you to achieve your goals, so that all of this links together. And then finally, you can have your freedom. So freedom to everyone is different. Freedom to me when I got involved was time. So we can all make money. Money's tangible. You know, we can get a job and make money. We can make more money. But really what I can't ever give back is time. So my little boy's 7, and the reason I got involved in trading was to spend more time with him. So, you know, think about, really think about what are your goals? What do you want to achieve from trading? You know, are you here for a certain purpose? Is there something you want to, you know, buy a car or extend a house or, you know, quit your job? Like, really, what is it? What is the absolute end game? You know, what do you want to be? And to get you from where you are now to where you want to be, it's going to take an awful lot of effort, and you're going to need to make changes. So just to read this out, the skills that you're about to learn, honestly, they have the potential to completely change the dynamics of your life. Your level of success, though, is directly related to your level of engagement with the education, with the tools, so the strategies, with this group, with all the resources that you've got access to. You know, all of it's there in an absolute reams. You've got plenty of information to make you a successful trader. The only thing that will hold you back is you. So limits we place on ourselves are in our minds. Yeah, how far we can go, you know, how far we can run, you know, all these things, our minds control our limits. So you have to be determined. You've got an adopt winning and growth mindset, and then your actions will just naturally follow because you're in that right vibe, in that right frequency. Absolute, Alan, you're going to love this. So your trading mindset, absolutely, without shadow of a doubt, will determine your success. I'll tell you why. Trading the financial markets can be a tough journey. So if imagine you've had a tough day at work, or the kids have got up really early, or I don't know, your mates have let you down, whatever it is. If you're taking that and sitting in front of the market, and you're tired, if your mental energy is not there, it's going to be tough. You're going to find it can make it very difficult to focus, obviously, then on what's going on in the markets. And I think for these two basic reasons, it's why most traders are made up 10% of skill, 90% is their mindset. Someone on this call, I won't name names, but they said to me recently, the strategy is not that difficult. The strategy is not hard. It's me. And that sort of moment will happen, hopefully, very quickly for all of us. But it's all about you. The strategies are there. They've proven to work. They're very successful. Mindset is everything. So you might be thinking, why is it important? Like, why is your mindset so important? And what is a trading mindset? And why does it have such an influence on your performance? So hopefully I can answer these questions for you. So massively, markets are not moral, they're not immoral, they're completely neutral, they're amoral. Okay? They have no emotions at all. It's completely up to traders how they perceive the market. So if your goal in the long term is to be a successful long-term trader, it's really, really important to develop a mindset that helps you look at the markets from an unemotional point of view. So analysis, draw the chart, enter the trade. Hope that all makes sense. So your mindset will ultimately define, if you're in a trade and it's in drawdown, okay, drawdown means it's going the other way. So it's losing. And you've got, I don't know, you've got 10 pips left until you hit your stop. What are you thinking? I've been there. I've been at the point where I think, like, I'm going to close this. I'm going to close the trade. I'm going to get out while I can. The market fluctuates, yeah? So entry is very important, but it can take some time to actually go in your favor. So how are you going to feel when you're in drawdown? On the flip side, let's say you're in £1,000 worth of profit. Are you going to be calm? Are you going to be, is that a big amount of money? Obviously. But the trade's still got 60% of the way to go yet. So you're not even near your take profit, which is what your analysis told you. So what are your emotions going to do? They're going to change your actions. Again, hopefully that explains that your mindset will determine your decisions. It could help or negate you. So with a well-rounded trading mindset, a disciplined trader, and look, I'm still practicing this. It doesn't come naturally to me. I'm still practicing this completely. But a disciplined trader will not let emotions affect their trade or their trading decisions. There's certain ways people talk about it, like set the trade and forget the trade. I know people that delete their MetaTrader 4 apps. All sorts goes on to keep them away from the chart after they've placed the trade. But obviously you need to bear in mind that to get to that level, it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take practice, it's going to take effort. And I want you to catch on to the mindset from now. From day one, your mindset is absolutely, through learning, through practicing, through being a profitable trader, your mindset will never ever be like a secondary thing. It will always be the first thing you do before you trade, mind right. So being a professional in any business, Martha, I know you really well from a financial background. It takes a long time, a lot of effort to get to a qualified status in what you do. And I'm sure it's the same for a lot of you in what you do. You're not just a superstar overnight. It takes time and effort. There's no difference with trading. So look, what I'm going to show you next is quite funny, but what I try and envisage myself as being is like a robot in front of the chart. So I draw the charts, I stick to my strategy, stick to the plan, I execute, I leave it. It's a lot easier said than done, believe you me, but the idea is to be robotic, in front of that laptop, in front of the charts when you're trading. Perfect. Okay, so mindset can be positive or negative. Let's be honest. So why is being positive really important? So really interestingly, all the emotions in the market are all from you, are all from the participants, all the traders, some robots as well, they're actual trading bots. So this is why things like chart patterns, following trends and techniques to do so, thinking about like Elliott waves and how the market moves in certain ways before reversing. The reason why it works so great in trading is it's relying on human behavior and market psychology. So emotions are part of the market and we need to know how to read them. Now this is again quite a well talked about area, but 90% of traders lose 90% of their money within 90 days. So nobody in this group is going to be one of those 90%. All right, that's the task. Don't want anyone losing the majority of their money. So, what I ask myself is, what are the other 10% doing? So what are they doing differently to everyone else? Because I want to be in that 10%. I'm not the 90%. I've never followed a crowd. I'm the person. I'm the 10%. What are they doing? So those 10% are all human. They're a small group of traders, but they outperform all the other traders combined. All right, they've not got some sort of magic formula, and they're doing the same things we're doing. But the truth is, it's their psychology, it's their mindset again. That's what they do differently. A lot of people, when they're new to the markets, it's almost like gambling. So they'll just be expecting it to go up or down. And if it goes the wrong way, they'll just put one on that goes the other way, higher risk. You don't want to be like that. You want to be calm, smooth, collected. You know, that 10%, that elite. Not hard to get there either. So many people try trading, quit when they lose money because they haven't got what we've got, and that's the education. Right now, I want all of you to take a screenshot, if you can, of this slide. So I am recording this, so it can go, I'll post it in our group so that you guys can watch it back, or fast forward to bits. But take a screenshot of this, because this is the absolute blueprint of how to become a professional trader. So I trade in the morning, so change the word morning if you're going to trade in the afternoon. But you need to develop a routine. So I wake up earlier than I normally would, and I'll do some exercise, or I'll go for a run or meditate. I'll just do anything I can to make sure that I'm relaxed and calm, or I'm ready to put my money at risk. Now you have to make sure that your losses are under control. You are going to lose, no doubt about it. You're going to lose some trades, but you need to have them under control. And that's where risk management absolutely defines a successful trader. You need to keep a journal. So I've got a template. Manny Q, our educator's got a template. There's templates everywhere. You can make your own. But keeping a trading journal, I was able to spot, am I better trading in the morning or afternoon? Am I better with a certain broker, which we'll come to later and down the line? Am I better on certain pairs? So GBP, JPY, GBP, USD, like what pairs am I best on? And very, very quickly, I can also find out, you know, am I making mistakes? Commonly, I make notes about the trade and I follow my strategy. So a journal can just really decipher and point you in the right direction. You might want to just specialize in a couple of currency pairs, for example. But having a journal is the only way to determine that. Without that, you're sort of just, you're sort of guessing. Now, one thing that's massively important, the next piece, is observing others, replicating, copying all strategies, traders, and learning from their mistakes too. So we have the Go Live education. So that's like the Netflix of trading. So we've got 100 odd educators all over the world that trade with us. So they'll either train us or they'll trade with us. So we can plug into that. We've also got the A-team schedule. So you're all in the A-team Telegram group. So there's mindset training, there's harmonics training, there's all sorts of things. You guys have all got access to that. So you know, if you're able to make, and they go on all day, every day. So it's not just mornings. So I know a lot of you work. So plug in as much as you can to as many things that you'll find helpful. Now, it goes without saying from the previous slides, I hope you find that controlling your emotions is very, very important. So not getting overly attached to certain trades or trade ideas and having discipline. So that's all going to come from your mindset. And then something that I always remember is that the market has no agenda. With me personally, if I lose, it's not a loss. The market doesn't want me to lose. I've just read it wrong. So always keep in your mind that, you know, the market's not out to get me. I may have made a mistake. So, sometimes you might need to take an hour or two away from the market, or a day or two. But just remember, the market's, it's not a personal on you if you lose. So has everyone got that? Has everyone got any questions about that sort of routine? Anyone want to ask anything? Are we all happy? We're all good. All right, I'll carry on. Perfect. So this is something as well, that all these things I've been talking about, your mindset, your commitment, your coachability, your determination, your resilience, all these things that you'll need to be will come from the reason why you've got involved. So why do you want to be a trainer? What do you want from it? You know, hopefully the people in this group, we're wanting to become funded traders. So we are the elite. You know, we want to be doing this full time as a profession. But why? What do you want from it? Write it down, have it visual, have it everywhere, and really, really visualize your goals. So spend time thinking about, well, what's it going to feel like when I get there? Because you're not there yet, but you can probably imagine it. So, you know, what's the difference? What difference is it going to make to your life if you achieve what you want to achieve? So it all take time. You don't have to do it now. Make a note to make sure that you've written down your why and it's somewhere that's visual to you. If you could all see what's the other side of the screen, I've got all my vision, all my goals are all up behind the screen. When I'm trading, I'm looking at the markets, it's there, it's in front of me. So anytime that I lose focus, there to remind me, it keeps me on track. Okay, guys, you're all going to need to write this down or take a screenshot at the end. Your tasks following this group, following this call, is you need to create a vision board. All right? And when Bryony told me to do this, I was kind of up for it. I'll be honest with everyone. Mindset for me, it took me a while to catch on to the whole vibe of it. I wasn't into it to start with. But oh my, it has changed my trading performance completely. So there's different apps you can use, apps like Canva. I've got another one as well I can share in the group, but you can like almost make it on your phone. So it's my phone. Literally, every time I look at my phone, my vision's there. I tell you what, there's no better feeling when you start ticking them off. All right, you start achieving your goal. There's literally there's nothing better. Obviously, your vision can change over time too, so you can do a new one. But just have it visual. It's really, really important. If you're not doing this already, some of you have talked about this before. Personal development is absolutely massive. So these are just suggestions, and I've got some more for you as well on a couple of slides in a minute. But you can research the law of attraction. Watch The Secret. Bob Proctor, hopefully you know who that guy is, but he is like the god of positive mindset and being like superhuman. You know, he's partnered with our academy. Like he's the absolute mecca of mindset, and he is in our academy. So you can find him on Go Live. So you can watch some of his recorded sessions. They are absolutely amazing. He's with us every other Thursday. Now you can write down your affirmations and say them every day. So either to yourself or in your head, or I do that when I'm running. You can practice gratitude. So be grateful for what you've got today, so that when you achieve what you want to achieve, you can be grateful for it too. What Bob Proctor explains is to say, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am. And then you can list what you're grateful for. So I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm a pro trader. I've got a funded trading account. And whatever your goals are, use it. So the third task is to complete step 1 of the trading plan. Now, I think there's only 2 of you that haven't got it, but I'm going to be posting it in the group following this call. Step 1 is the 100 series. So if Martha, Naylor, if you're having any problems accessing the content, do contact me directly and I'll show you how to do it. It's very, very straightforward. So by next Wednesday, you need to have completed step 1. Any of you that are on further through the education than that, then just follow the plans. Where you got to, just keep going. All right. As soon as you've completed all the videos and you're ready to get into the second group, we can advance you on. So you need to learn the skill first. And then all of you need to, well, if you haven't already, need to complete the quick start. And Martha and Naylor, this one again is mainly for you. And you probably want to take, I'll just leave this up for a second. So if you need to take a screenshot, just let me know if you've got all those written down. So Martha, Naylor, is that all? Have you screenshotted that? Are you happy for me to move on?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Martha's all good too. Brilliant. Okay, I've jumped. So again, feel free to take a screenshot of this. This is some of the people that I listen to. So down the left, they're on Spotify, they're on YouTube. There's so much on YouTube, I'm sure you can imagine. But again, just some suggestions for personal development. So like every time I'm in the car, I don't listen to music very often anymore. I listen to one of these. I listen to a video. I listen to Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So over here, you've got free links. So Des Ami and Ami Finance. We've got access to all of these resources. So if you want to take a note down of these links, and this one especially, if you're more of a reader than a listener, there's absolute reams of all sorts of different books, from entrepreneurial to mindset, as you can imagine, to trading, Candlestick Bible, all sorts on amifinance.com/books. That's all free for us. So dig in. There's plenty of stuff. If you get lost with what personal development you need to be doing, there's absolute reams of it. We've got so much to access. So again, for people that haven't set up their phones for everything, I think all of you are on Telegram now, but if you can take a screenshot of this, again, it will be sent out in the group following the call. But it's a quick start guide. So downloading Telegram, joining our Trade House group, reading the message at the top of the group, downloading MetaTrader 4, that's the platform we use to trade, registering with a broker, setting up a demo account, linking your MetaTrader 4 with your demo account. You're all in WhatsApp groups and Telegram groups, so step 8. Let me know if you're not. I'm pretty sure all of you are in all of them. And then you are then ready to take your first signal. All right, so again, take a note of the quick start. So it's amifinance.com/quick start. There's a video to help you navigate through it. If you're stuck, there's also David Talbot, so another member of the organization. He does an incredible sort of step-by-step guide of the quick start and helps you do all of. So if you need any additional support, just shout out and I'll give you the details for that. Now, I thought this was absolutely crucial to put in this group, which is the demo account. The whole point of a demo account is to practice your trades, all right, to take signals. Most importantly, is to mess up, make mistakes, put the wrong lot size in, I don't know, put the wrong trade on. On a demo account, you cannot go wrong. All you can do is learn. So demo, 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 until you have found yourself comfortable. So you can try different lot sizes. What impact does that have? You're used to MT4 now, so you know what you're doing when it comes to placing the trade. It'll take you about 5 minutes to learn MT4. That's like the absolute end of the process. When you actually put the trade on, that's the easy bit. It's all the bit before the education, the analysis. It's that takes the time. Once you know how to put on a trade, okay, once you're comfortable with signals, once you're comfortable with, if anyone's unsure on what a signal is, by the way, it's just like a tip. So when you join the Trade House group, pro traders have given us their trades. You can copy them. But when you're completely used to it, stop. I want you to stop taking trades. And the reason for that is I don't want you distracted. I want you completely focused on your education. It's important for you to understand how the trading works. Demo accounts where you learn. All right. So, well, I'm going to leave this screen up. I'm going to try a different way to get the song I was trying to play to you all that didn't come through. So whilst I'm doing that, these are some really good accounts to follow on Instagram. So you've got myself at the top, and then our South Coast Finance Academy. You've got Bryony Bender, Des. You've got the AMI Finance Academy. So we're all part of one big machine. We're all part of the same company. David Talbot, I've mentioned. Baz is Des's mentor. So he's one of the highest ranked people in the UK, as is Zain Khan. And Matt Rose is like one of the top ranked people in the entire company, along with David Imanite. So some really, really good people to learn from. Let me just find.
Chris,
Hello?
can I just see that last slide before this one? Can I just take a screenshot, please?
For this one?
Thank you.
Is that the one?
Yeah, I'm cool now.
Okay, great. All right, so I'm going to play you something from someone. So just let me know if you can't hear this in a minute. Who's, again, one of the top people in the academy. I think the message is really, really crucial. So I haven't listened to this. So I hope it, it's the right one. So I'm going to play it now. Just bear with me in 1 second. Right, guys, can you all hear that? People hear that or not? I don't think it's working, is it? Okay, I've got another option. Right, here we go. You got to understand how to manage and handle adversity. Because all the things that you've been taught, all the things that you know, you got to understand how to do that. So we wrap it up like this. So there was this father and his son. Anybody remember when you first got your license? Anybody remember that? He just got his license and he was excited and he was also a little bit nervous. And he got on the highway and the dad said, as we get on the highway, he said, son, listen, there might be some things that we come across that you don't know, but I just need you to listen to my voice. See, I truly believe that the success that you're going to have or the challenges that you're going to face, success in your life is going to be dependent upon the voices that you choose to listen to. So the son, he starts driving. And as he gets on the highway, it's almost like out of nowhere, a storm happens. And it starts raining. He looked at his dad. His dad said, son, just keep driving. So he ran to play. And as they go a little bit further, it's raining harder, and now his car is starting to pull over. And he looked at his dad. He's like, other people pulling over, should I pull over too? He's like, no, son, just keep driving. And at this point, now, y'all ever been driving, you can't even see nothing in front of you? He's like, man, Dad, I gotta pull over. There's tractor trailers and it's starting to pull over. And he said, listen, son, remember what I told you? No matter what happens, I just need you to listen. See, I say this because how many people know we're gonna have some storms that happen in our life? I know for me, when I first got started as an entrepreneur, one of the things that was challenging, I had some success and then I had some challenges. And I remember this is a point in my life that everything got condensed into like this one bedroom. And I remember that I had one of those portable closets. You guys remember those? You know that? I had to put all my clothes in that closet. And I was working, I was trying to make things happen. I was having all this stuff happen. Man, and I came home one day and the whole closet had collapsed. And I don't know what it was about that moment, but it felt like my life was collapsing.
I just had to keep on. When I got started in this business, we got started. The month that I got started, I tore my Achilles. And then after that, I got hit with a lawsuit from the company I left. And then after that, we had a loss in the family. And then after that, we had car problems. And after that, I had my grandfather. There was this thing after thing after thing. And then I would call my mentor, Mr. David, the PTA. He would say, just stop. I just let it play. And so the son just did that. And as he kept driving on the highway, after a little while, the storm kind of lessened up a little bit. And then after a while, it stopped completely. And the dad said, okay, son, now you can pull over. It was like, what? Son, your parents tell you something that don't make any sense. So he pulls over. He's like, I want you to get up. I want you to take a look at something. He said, okay. He said, what do you see back there? He was like, clouds, bars. He's like, no, son, I want you to look closer. See, what I want you to know is it's the same thing that happened to you on this road. It's the same thing that happens to people in their life. Because those cars that we pass, because they stop, they're still in their storm. But because you kept driving, your storm is over.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I think the message in that video is absolutely unbelievable. And the reason I wanted to play it to you is for two reasons. Number one, you need to really think about who you're going to listen to from now on. So you've got a mentor, you've got a support group, you've also got an educator that you're going to meet during your process, ManiQ. You know, if we start listening to other versions of trading, I know some of you do different things, Alan especially. That's all good, but just stick to one thing and keep going. The road will end, the storm will finish, and anytime it's tough, you just got to have that resilience to just keep going. Like it will make sense to you at one point. There'll be times where it's tough, times where it clicks, and those moments where you find something difficult and then all of a sudden you nail it. There's absolutely nothing better in the world than having that sort of light bulb moment when you've got something so powerful at your fingertips that can change everything for you. So that's it from me for tonight. I want to thank all of you for jumping on. Alan, thanks for being on the call. Bryony, thank you for taking time out. Eddie, amazing to have you back, mate. Eddie was with us a long time before, has just rejoined to come into this group. So amazing having you back. Kev, I know you're a busy man, so thanks for jumping on. Luke, always a pleasure, my friend, always a pleasure to have you. Martha, again, thank you for joining in and for asking your questions. Actually, I don't think you had any, so you've been a delight as always. And last but not least, Naylor, you're an absolute star. Thanks for joining the call tonight. So we're going to be doing this every single Wednesday at 8 p.m. So that's a chance for you to ask the group, ask me. You know, we'll just go through it together. You know, there's nothing better than facing this amazing thing that we're about to learn. You're excited. Martha, if you could tell how excited I am, if I could show you my heart rate right now, I just can't wait to help all of you succeed. And I'm absolutely excited for your journey. So that's all from me. If anyone's got any questions, feel free to come off mute, drop it in the chat box, let me know your thoughts. But if not, we're all done. So I'll give it a couple of minutes. Any questions from anyone? I think we're all so amazing. Right, so I'm going to send all the stuff in the group. We're going to get cracking. Any of you that need to reach out to me one-on-one, do so. Any of you that you know, want to use the group as kind of that group to me is like a classroom. You know, that's where we can all just put our thoughts and, you know, we can be a little bit vulnerable. No one's going to judge. You know, we're just all there to help. So anything you need help with, chuck it in the group privately. And I can't wait to see where you all are in 6 months. So from me, guys, that's it. Take care. I'm going to play a few. Anyone want to give me a song? Luke, go on, Luke. Give me a song to play us out. Martha, cheers. Guys, you're all free to log off too. No, Luke's not giving me a song. Okay, I've got one. Best one going. Actually, I don't have much luck with songs, do I? Guys, I'm going to log off. Take care, yeah? And I can't put you on the spot. Luke, sorry, mate. I thought that would be a thing. I thought you'd be well up for it. Amazing. All right, the hard work starts now. I'll see you soon. All right, take care. Enjoy your night.